Okay, we are all just about set. Red lights are on. And it's a solid start right in the middle from Ramdan Rosley. He got away to good acceleration. And bike number 2's got himself a nice little lead there, and he took Sartak Chaban with him.
Yeah, nice start there. Hunter Corney looked like he was getting away really well once again from the middle of the second row, but he got shuffled back this time. We did see him take an early lead yesterday, but this is a good start from Ramdan Rosley.
Rookie Ono just eased himself into P3 on bike number 1. Phenomenal run of form since he joined the championship. 18 wins in 24 races for bike number 1. Of course, he's got tons and tons of experience, but Ramdan Rosley has battled him all the way. Ramdan's only picked up 4 wins in that same time, but numerous P2s and P3s.
Yeah, Sartak there as well, and Luis Miguel in there as well. So leading 4 in the championship at this precise moment, leading 4 in the race.
They come up the hill for the first time. Surprisingly undulating. They take the S's up to the very top of the brow. They'll take this left, then a right, and then they'll come down the hill, which leads to the real feature of this Motegi circuit.
Yeah, so crucial to get a good exit from turn 10. Good launch down towards turn 11.
Usual 4 have got away. Ono leads from Ramdan, leads from Sartak, and Luis Miguel is desperately trying to hang on. But Ono, having got off to a sluggish by his standard start, hasn't taken long to take control of this race. Slides nicely, takes the apex beautifully.
Yeah, different line there from Ramdan, but he got a good exit there, just to try and close the gap and stop the Japanese ace from getting away.
Ono leads again in this competition this season. A P1 and a P3 in Buram, a P2 and a P4 at Sepang, a P1 yesterday. Looking good for him. Sartak is under pressure here from Luis Miguel. And maybe it's an opportunity for us to have a closer look at Miguel and Hunter Corney and another teenager, Chiranth Vishwanath, who called all 3 of them out on the start line.
Yeah, I noticed then Sartak just signalling to Luis Miguel not to fight with him, but to follow, and here we have a crasher.
Alwyn Sundar, the wild card for today. Eats the gravel.
But he walks away, which is the important thing.
He was ahead of Nixon Frost, the young Kiwi. Number 9 there, Hunter Corney is trailing quite a long way down, which is a little bit surprising. Shingo Idiaka is making a move. He's a very highly rated Japanese. He's on the Asia Talent Cup.
Yeah, Rika Matsushima also, the number 21. A good one to look out for.
There's Idiaka.
Rendy, number 10, in the fight there.
A little bit further down here. This is the battle for P5.
There we go, in order. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And number 8 just stringing out a little bit.
It's a torrid pace. He's half a second clear already and going away. Hiroki Ono set the fastest sector times in both sector 1 and sector 2. And I'm desperately trying to stick close to him.
Yeah, I love the way that Ramdan, we saw it all the way through last season, Des, didn't we? How he just never gave up the chase. P2, P2, P2 all the time for him, but never gave up. Kept Hiroki Ono honest throughout the championship season, and he came in here yesterday before race 1 as the championship leader. So he's not going to let go of that too lightly.
He might not have a choice though. That's the problem for him. Hiroki Ono leads through lap number 2. Behind them, 4 coming through is Chiranth Vishwanath. Been looking forward to seeing if Chiranth is able to build on that win that he had. Yeah. He didn't have a win, sorry, it was Ramdan when Chiranth had a P2, sorry, in Buram. That's as good as he's had. He had, unfortunately, did not finish in the second race in Sepang.
We've seen really promising flashes from Chiranth, and So it's great to have two really good young Indian riders in this series. Number 3 is the one that gets most of the attention there on your screen there, Sartak.
Justifiably a student based out of Pune. At the moment, he's studying the form of Luis Miguel right behind him, the teenage Spaniard, who's come in and made a...
Oh, and there he goes, Luis Miguel.
That's nicely done by Luis Miguel. 2 DNFs in Buriram, a P4 and a P1 at Sepang. Famous victory.
Yeah, and now Luis Miguel gives the same signal to Sartak as Sartak gave to Luis just a moment ago. Follow me, don't slow me down, and we'll try and catch up. Ramdan Rosley in front.
That's well worked. Ramdan a little bit isolated as he has a pursuit of Hiroki Ono. The lead for Ono is just over a second, just under a second. And it's another second back to Sartak. Although Sartak and Luis Miguel, as you quite rightly pointed out, they look like they're working together, just trying to inch into that lead, or into that P2 of Ramdan Rosley as they go under the oval for the second time on the lap, and for the 6th time in the race.
Yeah, Ramdan Rosley has got a little bit more pace than the two behind him so far, looking at the lap times.
Ono comes through the start-finish line, Ramdan Rosley there, and then close behind him, Luis Miguel and Sartak Javan. Very little between them, 400th of a second as they go over.
Yeah, and he's getting a little bit out of shape there as they came through turn 2.
Nixon Frost completes the 12, just going through the start-finish line at the end of lap 3 for him. Ono with the fastest lap time of 2:05.235, which is a full 1.3 seconds quicker than Ramdan Rosley.
Yeah, and you just saw Luis Miguel going on to the green there. That's the 2nd lap in succession he's done that. If he does that on the last lap, then could result in him losing a couple of seconds or being docked a couple of seconds by race control. So he needs to be a little bit careful there.
As a duo, they really have pulled in on the back of Ramdan Rosley. And the 29-year-old, who we've seen racing in the 600cc's in the Asia Road Racing Championship, he finds himself, rather than looking ahead at Hiroki Ono, feeling a little bit of pressure as they start to come up the hill from behind, from the Sartak and Luis Miguel combination.
Yeah, that would be a good little battle, because there's only 2 places left on the podium if we get a 3-way fight. Now leading the best of the rest is the number 21, Riku Matsushima.
Now card from Japan, or replacement rider from Japan. That's the battle for P5. You've got the 2 Japanese at the start. Chiranth there. Hunter Corney has joined in as well, as has Rendi and Kim Min Jae. We're back with the guys up at the front. We need 3 lots of cameras, I think, fairly soon, because once again Hiroki Ono is just sprinting away from everybody else. We're only at the midway point and he's already the best part of 3 seconds clear. He'll go through at the midway point, and the gap is 3.6 seconds between Hiroki Ono and Ramdan. That is in just 4 laps.
That's half distance. He won yesterday by 4.3 seconds, so this is quite some progress. Ramdan looking down at his bike then. I'm not sure if he has a problem. Let's keep an eye on that.
He's certainly being closed up.
Just looking down to his left there and behind him. I don't know if he's got a problem with gear shift. Let's see, and keep our fingers crossed that everything's okay with that TVS Apache.
It's now a 3-way train. In fact, Luis Miguel has decided to go straight past, and Sartak Javan is left trailing in P4, so maybe these 3 will begin to work together. Worked effectively for Sartak and Luis Miguel to catch up with Ramdan. It's a damn sight tougher for them to catch up with Hiroki Ono.
Luis Miguel clearly getting the hang of this Motegi circuit. That's very close past there from Sartak Javan.
Very
on
aggressive.
Ramdan Rosley, yeah. Decisive. But no harm done. Nobody got out of shape.
Ramdan takes a completely different line as Sartak goes very wide, and Ramdan gets a good drive up the hill.
He's just dropping off a little bit, so you have to think that he's got a little bit of a problem there. We'll look at his lap time when they come round next time.
Well, in split times, they're half a second down on where they were. They're 3/10 down on the others, and look at that gap. It's almost the full length of the hill. Maybe he's just able to catch up here, Ramdan Rosley, but well, he has. He's got back into P2.
Well, we know the grit of this rider.
He is great fun to watch. You're quite right. He never knows when he's beaten.
Absolutely wonderful attitude on and off the bike.
Luis Miguel on his tail. Ono goes around turn number 1. Luis Miguel goes into P2 ahead of Ramdan Rosley. Sartak, who hasn't really made a move so far, happy just to be at the tail end. Hunter Corney is leading the best of the rest ahead of Idiaka, Matsushima and Chirat Vishwanath and Rendi. Kimi J and Paredes go through. Nixon Frost is a long way down.
So nothing between these. Although Ramdan slowed down, there's nothing visible in terms of last lap times. Really.
Last lap was what, a 2:07.3, only 4/10 down on Luis Miguel. Okay, maybe he just had a temporary problem, but Miguel goes past him as they come into the tunnel on turn 4 for the...
Really good work from the Spanish rider. 4th yesterday, sitting 4th in the championship with a long shot at the title.
I say it's a very stop-start track where you're standing up straight a lot of the time. The rest of the time you're working very, very hard indeed. So fitness in this heat might become an issue towards the end of this race. Shouldn't, but it might.
Yeah, look at that gap.
It's 6.1 seconds now. I know he won a race by 10 seconds last season. But even by Ono standards, this is a very impressive performance. Behind them, Hunter Corney is still in that little group. We'll keep a close eye for Hunter Corney. He's leading that group.
Yeah, he's 6 seconds down on the battle for second. And there is the battle for second. As you can see, almost the length of the back straight.
Coming down that hill. Different lines taken into these this left-right combination. And then what kind of a drive can you get out? Because it's a long drag to get towards the start-finish line. 1, 2, 3 and 4 have already gone through. Sartak still just, I don't know whether he's just hanging on and letting the other two do the work here, Barry, or whether or not he's struggling to hang on to the back of these two. Sartak Chavan
Might be struggling a little bit for pace. He was slightly quicker than Ramdan last time around. It could also be, let's look at them when they get onto the fast, or rather the flowing section of the circuit. See where Sartak is strong and where he's not. There really is little to choose between these. It's going to be a battle of wits in the end.
Ono leading the way majestically. It would move him well beyond 100 points. Sartak Chavan will break 100, so will Ramdan. Those three far and away the best.
Yeah, he was a very happy chappy at lunchtime. We saw him in pit lane. Hiroki Ono enjoying himself, all smiles. It's always nice to see him happy, but you know what's coming when you see him smiling that broadly before a race.
Racing on the All Japan Championships as well, and he's winning races in the All Japan Championship. He's now looking for back-to-back wins and a third win in 6 here. Behind them, though, it is a good battle, and Sartak maybe isn't struggling. Maybe he was just sitting, waiting for the other two to make a mistake or to give him a chance or just to ease his tyres into the final couple of laps. So Sartak Chavan, the teenager from Pune in India, back in P4 at the moment, but certainly very much in with the chance of another podium. We're on to the final lap. Ono is through and coming through in 2-3-4. Luis Miguel, Ramdan Rosley and Sartak Chaban.
Yeah, the quickest of those three last time around was Ramdan Rosley.
206.9 for the last lap. Sartak at 207, but close enough. Luis Miguel, he's been leading this group for a long time, and with a young racer, I mean, they'll be looking to learn. That's the whole point of TVS. The one make, yes, you want to win the championship, but also you're looking to test the bikes and to test yourselves in pressure situations like this. And Luis Miguel is in a pressure situation here.
Yeah, and Sartak Chaban clearly believes in his championship chances, even though Hiroki Ono is giving all of them a bit of a slap back in this Japanese round of the 2025 Asia Road Racing Championship. But yeah, I agree, Des. I think this has been great work for Luis Miguel.
As we come around,
such a big gap.
It is, isn't it? It's up be over 7 seconds now. Luis Miguel is still holding on to that lead. Ramdan is there, and once again Sartak coming up the hill seems to struggle just a wee bit. The bike number 8 of Luis Miguel, Ramdan Rosley, the 29-year-old from Malaysia. Nice and experienced. He'll try to put pressure as they come down the hill. We're rather ignoring Hiroki Ono. Barring a catastrophe, he'll go on to win his 3rd race of the season. But this is the line that they have all got to take. Sartak goes on the inside, and Sartak makes his attack on the last lap. That's well done by Sartak Chaban. He's got himself into P2. Luis Miguel follows him, and Ramdan Rosley is the man who's now got himself into P2. But Sartak, once again, it looks like he's mugged. Uno goes through for another win, and behind them, this is terrific by India's Sartak Chaban, or is it? It is indeed. He's just held on by 0.03 of a second from Ramdan Rosley to take P3. Luis Miguel has to be content with 4.
Fantastic race there by Hiroki Ono, absolutely untouchable, even more untouchable than he was yesterday. A margin of almost 7 seconds as opposed to the 4.3, and so we now look forward to the Hiroki Ono stand-up wheelie celebration. But brilliantly judged P2 from Sartak Chaban, who, as you pointed out, Des, was hanging around just at the back of that group.